All right, man. Let's talk about why the Lions dropped back so many times against the Bucs. That was a question that a lot of people had. Let's see if we can get the answer in this article. I have not read it yet. Disclaimer. So most of these articles I might skim through, but it'd be the first time reading the raw reaction. So it says why the Lions, Jared Goff dropped back so often. Explained. Obviously versus the Tampa Bay Bucs. Baker Mayfield got his first win versus him. Dan Campbell explained why the Lions offense was unbalanced. He says supporters of Detroit Lions expect the team to run the ball more than was called against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers prior to week 2. The lasting image was running back David Montgomery moving the football effectively on the ground against the Los Angeles Rams and scoring the game-winning touchdown. It was impressive to see the Lions bully another team in order to win a football game. Against the Bucs, quarterback Jared Goff dropped back 55 times, and Montgomery did not see the field as much as expected as Jahmyr Gibbs recorded more offensive snaps. Gibbs has 20 touches, 13 on the ground to go along with 7 receptions while playing 53 snaps. Montgomery, meanwhile, 11 times, 35 yards and had 4 receptions, 30 yards, and had 4 receptions on 30 total snaps. It says Dan Campbell explained the plan was to open up the run game via the passing game. Detroit's fourth-year head coach noted the game reminded him of the playoff loss against the 49ers where they struggled to rush the football in the fourth quarter. He said, quote, I think we were really wanting to open up the run game with the passing game. There again, the run game. It was somewhat a mirror image. Ben and I were talking this morning. It was somewhat a mirror image of the playoff game a little bit once we got to the fourth quarter, and that's where we just couldn't quite get our running game going in the fourth quarter. Guess what? A running game is like a boulder. Once a boulder get to rolling, you can't stop it. You can't stop it. Once a bowler get to rolling and they get to, you can't stop it. So, but if it never gets to rolling, guess what? You can push that boulder off that cliff. You can push that boulder back as much as you want to. You know what I'm saying? You can push that boulder as much as you want to. As much as you want to, you can bully it. But once you get to rolling, boy, it's damn near impossible to stop, or it's gonna be hard to stop. So if you basically what I'm saying, if you don't get that running game rolling early, guess what? You don't have rhythm, you don't have sync. That's like going out in the basketball game and y'all don't do no warm up or do no layup line or no jump shot. Y'all don't stretch or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't do no stretching or nothing like that. Come on. That's crazy. That's crazy. So you think all of a sudden you about to start running the football? Absolutely not. You didn't already got into the rhythm of passing it. You done already got into the rhythm of passing it. You know. So of course not. Of course you're not gonna have a rhythm because we got to the fourth quarter and we just I don't like the idea of on a consistent basis you passing the ball to open up the run game. No, because you're gonna fall in love with the run with passing the football. And y'all making the same. You admitting that y'all making the same mistakes that y'all made in the NFC Championship game. So what's changed this offseason? Nothing. He said that's another area where, quote, that's another area where it's no gain. It's a gain of 3, and then all of a sudden you're 3rd and 7. You find a way to get out of it. You go back to the running game. You're not getting the yards you want to get, and it sends you back in the passing game. No. You dummies throwing the football, getting us behind the sticks, and then wanting to run the football on second down. Or then, it's an incompletion or it's a gain of 1. And now you 3rd, 2nd, and 9. So now you are like, well, I'm going to throw the football. You know what I'm saying? So like I said before, man, like a lot of stuff that he's saying, man, is bullshit. Your identity is to run the football. Fuck with the other team running. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. Guess what? We're going to line up and we're going to force you to put extra people in the box. And when you drive somebody extra in the box to stop our run, then we'll pass the ball. That's your identity. So Campbell further explained further. That's all. We were so close on it too. It wasn't good enough, but man, we were one block away. We were a shoestring away from busting some of these out of there. Listen, it didn't work. I like the game plan on both sides of the ball. We just didn't get it done. No, I don't like the game plan. Nobody likes the game plan when Jared Goff or any quarterback is dropping back 55 times. Come on. If you dropping back 55 times, nobody like the game plan. So Adrian Wojnarowski retires from ESPN, agrees to become the GM of St. Bonaventure's men's basketball program. So yeah, I knew he was out of here when they had suspended him or fired him from ESPN. Remember they suspended him, but hey, news. But nonetheless, all right. No, nobody likes the game plan when you got that man dropping back 55 times. Flat out. Nobody likes the game plan. So he can miss me with the bullshit. He's throwing a lot of bullshit out there. Get back to what you do. Run the football. Well, nobody like that game plan. Run the football. Our run game in the red zone wasn't good as it's been, Campbell said. When you look at the runs we had, aside from the 4th and 1 late in the game where Gibbs busted out of there, that was a significant run. But, man, there's a lot. We get a no gain. We get 3. We get -4. This makes it a hard down there. Talk about how you threw a fucking pick on the first passing play. Talk about how you threw another pick over the middle to the absolute Bucs defender. Don't just talk about the negative run plays. You had 55 pass plays. 2 went for picks. None went for touchdowns. Talk about that aspect of it. You never let none of your running backs get into a consistent flow of running the football. And when they did run it, it was a run here. And then 10 snaps later, it was another run here. 3 snaps later, they never got a chance to line up and get it. I seen them run. Like I think Montgomery had a 7-yard run, and then they turned around and threw the ball on 2nd and 3rd. Like, man, they doing a lot of dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? That just makes it harder down there. They were doing a good job of dropping with depth, buzzing the flats, and really forcing you to check it down. So, look. There's a lot of little things that we got to clean up. I'm telling you, it's detail. It may not look like it now, but we're so close. We're so close. Man, I don't believe in shit he's saying. He's saying a lot of bullshit, and I have to be vulgar here. He's saying a lot of bullshit. I don't like the direction this team going in. I don't like it. I don't like it. I understand they didn't play preseason. And Benjamin Foe made a great point on the live we did about this game to close it out. But he made a great point. He said that the Fords paid all them people money, Sewell, Goff, and St. Brown, and they want to reap the fruits of their labor. I understand the Sewell and St. Brown contracts don't kick in until a couple years. But if they paying all that money, they probably want to see Jared Goff be the star of the show. That's not him. Run the football. If we lose running the football, that's cool. Or if they stack the box and then you pass the football, force them to stack the box. They just did too much passing. He justifying them passing the football. No, get in there, line up, run the football. They couldn't even do play action for real. Like coaching, it wasn't just him losing that game, before the half. It wasn't that. They just coached a terrible game. Even in the Rams game, it was terrible. You think they figured it out in overtime when they ran the ball down their throat? Get Montgomery, get Gibbs in there, and let them just grind it out. Grind it out. So, if you justifying them throwing the ball 55 times and we so close, that's bullshit. And that's why I picked them to lose next week. That's utter bullshit. I don't like the direction this team is going in. I just don't like it, bro. I don't like it. And I said it in one of my season previews, or whatever videos I did. The defense is going to carry them early this year. Anytime you pay Goff some money, you pay some of these dudes money, they just don't hungry no more. And they probably is trying to make Goff the star of the show. But one thing I don't like about him is his arm, his lack of mobility and his arm strength. Like this dude, the ball just flutters out his hand. I just don't like it. But he's solid. He's solid though. So, and they give him an opportunity where they can run the football next week, and they don't run the football with success next week, then I think y'all should be probably expecting a letdown season. If they don't get out there and they don't beat Arizona, they're not making the playoffs. This is my opinion. They're not making the playoffs. I just think they got too much. I don't know what it is. But right now, Campbell, Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn is doing his job. And it's understandable for them to be a little bit slow because you got a lot of new people in the back end, some injuries. But right now, bro, they getting away from what they do. You lose a top receiver. In reality, you only got two really good receivers. And what's the game plan? Throw the fucking football. Can't get it to Sam Laporta. So guess what? You only get out on the St. Brown and J-Mo. And maybe the back's out the backfield. So what's the game plan? Just throw the football 55 times. just say this thing when you say it out loud, it just make you laugh. So they not being too bright right now. Yeah, they're not being too bright right now. So it's unfortunate, but hopefully they get back to it. But don't be surprised if they don't drop back and throw it 40 plus times next week. So check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, just Spotify and Anchor. I'm sorry. But other than that, man, check out my main channel, Goodfella TV. That link's in the description. My other channel, Free Game 89. That link's in the description. Other than that, want to donate, Cash App, Venmo, both CJ Good 313. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.